536 trillion cockroaches live in New York City. With talent, so much talent, more than I'll ever need. On loan from God, Rush Limbaugh.
Put on some latex gloves. Hi, this is God. I have created much that's great and much that's wonderful in the universe, and I thought you were part of it, but no, you've botched it. This human race is a failure, and I'm ending the world tomorrow. And God says world to end tomorrow. God says world to end tomorrow. God says world to end tomorrow. Women and minorities hardest hit. We're gone. Yes. Normally by this time, condoms have been thrown on the stage. There were two condoms I'd never heard of. Well, I'd heard of one, but the other one I'd never heard of, and both of them surprised me. The first one was a glowworm condom. If you need to see it, then what do you think you're really doing? The flavored condom. The flavored condom, $39 for 3 condoms. Flavored condoms. Flavored condoms? Because I didn't know. I didn't know they had taste buds there.
The Rush Limbaugh neutron bomb vaporizes liberals, leaves conservatives standing. So nice to see you.
And I believe the things I say, most of them. Oh, wow. Times must really be tough. Do you know it would be very tough to do the homeless Olympics out there now? I don't hate them. I want to explain. No. I want to explain why they don't have rights. But first, have you ever heard of frog licking?
I have a frog in my throat.
In the woods, communing with nature, going, oh, oh, oh. Hi, Greg. I care about you. Listening to Madonna music, Rush screws the rainforest. Don't Bungle the Jungle album. Just skipping through the woods. Oh well, can't be concerned about it. They're dead now anyway. I think I'll pick it up and lick it. The microphone just had an orgasm. I learned to do that by listening to Barney Frank. Sir, I find you guilty of stealing sea turtle eggs, and there's no law that says I can't steal them. It gives rise to the question, when does life begin? At conception or when you get laid? A culture war. Female judge. Who is going to define the limits that we place on our society?
Mervyn Snerdley.
It's an exciting time to be alive. We're in the midst of a redefinition of who is going to define right and wrong, and what the punishment is going to be for those who violate the limits that we place on our behavior. We're arguing about who has the right to tell us what's right and wrong. We're arguing over what censorship is. And to me, it's pretty scary. We have people who are defending the right to record songs that talk about busting female vaginal walls. It is an important work because it deals with the evolution of the musical state of art in America today. Sad. Drop his pants and defecate. Scoop it up. Shape it and form it. Now, please. Why did we come here? I then grab a candle, lavender candle, and I stick it in the middle of it. You fall. You know, they stutter and they go, coming to the call. I'm the best talk show host in the world, but I want to branch out. I want to become an artist. I want to be a person of substance, and I have worked on this piece for a long time. It looks like a pile of crap. You are calling my work of art a pile of crap? It looks like a pile of crap because of the Reagan administration. Isn't that how you do it? Criticize Reagan, it's art.
Was named an honorary lesbian.
As a Christ submerged in a vat of my own urine. It's the same thing with my radio show. Why? Because an artist did it. It's easy to offend. It ought to have uniqueness to it. It ought to have beauty to it. It ought to be evocative. It ought to be mind-expanding. I go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Ain't got no... Oh, that reminds me. Mitch Snyder's mom called. No, Mitch Snyder's sister called and said Mitch Snyder's mom is in tears because of what I'm doing.
Mitch assumed room temperature recently. Mitch committed suicide. Mitch has finally earned a home.
I, because of my fertile brain, never lose my place.
Join me in memoriam as we sing, as I sing a requiem mass for Mitch. Ain't got no home. Ain't got no home. Ain't got no home. Nowhere to roam. Ain't got no home. I no place from. I ain't got no home. I've got a voice. I love to sing. I sing like a girl. Home, home, home. I ain't got a home. I got no home. Home, home, home. Home, home, home. Michael P. is on tenor sax. Warren Neighbor on bass. Al Beemer's on piano. Frank Charlotte on drums. Home, 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 I'm a rich Republican, got a big home.
Thank you, Rob.
Clarence Frogman Henry.
This is what we call the Rush Limbaugh song.
The Rush Limbaugh song. I take
Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Rush Limbaugh.
Rush Limbaugh.
Rush Limbaugh.
Rush Limbaugh.
He dig me. I dig you.
I dig you, dude. I dig you,
Rush
everything.
Limbaugh.
Rush Limbaugh.
Anything that I can do, you can do better.
I'll take the job. I take the job.
Anything I can do, you can do better.
I know.
Rush Limbaugh. You wanna see him dance? You wanna see him dance? Come on, Rush. See him dance. Swim. Backhand stroke.
That is more fun than a human being should be allowed to have. Now, you know what we're going to do? We're going to submit this to MTV. So all of this misunderstanding, all the problems I'm having with women, like stereotypical humor. I love women. I have asked women to send me photos. Hey gals, going to Panama, want to go have some fun? Women ought to be given the choice. The choice. It turns a woman into the most violent animal on earth. Something men don't even have. On more than one occasion, and it can't be said better, nobody likes armies. Nobody likes war. That's why people who fight them are called brave. Synchronized menstrual cycles. Look at how our sensibilities have just been trashed with one rape. And I think that this, on my part, represents a respect for women, but no, I somehow am depriving them of their rights. So, I am willing to compromise. We don't need to do that. It's not necessary, even if the women want to. I am willing to go the extra mile to prove to women that I am not rigid and that I can bend backwards. Here is my proposal. Murder. You're playing some solid music at 1,000,000 decibels and you're thinking about committing suicide. That's your only problem. You hear this blood-curdling scream outside. The purpose of armies is twofold: to kill people and to break things. Outrage! Pants off anybody. I want to first treat you undiluted, pure, concentrated emotion without human characteristics. Saving owls. Saving owls. They are opposed to the power structure in America today. Then you say to one of these environmentalists, humanity is the enemy of nature. It doesn't exist unless you have an operation on it. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, the owl can fly. See at night, man. The owl can at night swoop down, gobble up that mouse. Oh God, why am I watching this? Now that has no emotion. As the earth needs an owl. The earth is in this thing called the universe. That's heartless. We humans define the universe to be everything that is. But I still think that the universe has to be somewhere. I think about this all the time. Even though the universe is everything, it is still somewhere. Where is it? And if you were outside the universe, which I firmly believe you can do, where would you be? Real, Linda? The human mind is incapable of comprehending how big this whole thing is. Nuclear winter-like conditions. Nuclear winter with the media. We don't even know what nuclear winter is. We have Dr. Sagan. I loved it when he said this. He was making a speech to a bunch of people at a hotel in Washington. I watched it on C-SPAN. All the planets are aligned, and there's Earth. This little bitty speck, you can barely see it. And in the scope of the size of the universe, the Earth, irrelevant, minuscule. Now you come to this Earth, and the conditions necessary for life occur within 11 or 12 miles. My point with all this is, there are forces exerted on this planet, and have been exerted on this planet, for hundreds of millions of years. At Earth Day, we could drop every nuke we have. We might make it tough for anybody but cockroaches to live.
William Shatner interacts with a computer. We are the enemies of nature. We're not part of nature. We're the enemies of nature. Tom Cruise was going to be the voice of Captain Planeteer.
Another example of hypocrisy. And doomed destinies. Typical message. American free enterprise system is evil. So let's all pack up our kids and move to Ethiopia. You asked for it. Wipe out. End it. Now the...
Well, I want to rid the world of circumcision. It's absolutely unnecessary. I want to get...
Save the foreskin. Tips? The latest craze among progressive homosexuals. Needing gerbils surgically removed from their rectums. Oh, God. May I take you back to frog licking? Pick up a frog, lick it. So I go to Petland at Arden Fair. Shall I say creaming the diminutive Mayor Davis every night. You have any gerbils? So the next thing I decided to do is call my doctor. It's absolutely, and I'm not going to share it with you, don't worry about it, but it's absolutely sick. You open it up and say, how many gerbils can you fit in your underwear? Safe sex? Putting a gerbil in your rectum is safe sex. Thank you for coming. Failure in execution